All right, everybody, look at who I found, Mr. Joe Duncan. Joe, what is going on this weekend?
Well, we're down here at Canterbury Park getting ready for a little world record snowmobile jump and a little freestyle competition with Chris Brandt, our gold medalist from the X Games, Courtney Hungerford, little Nate Haig, and some goofy guy that's going to go very, very big, Paul Thacker.
Basically, he's trying to break his own record for a ramp-to-ramp, flat ground snowmobile distance jump.
The old record is 238 feet that we did in Hill City, April of '06. But my personal goal is to go bigger than anyone has ever gone, period, which is going to be bigger than a football field. Actually, the exact distance is 310, so I have to go 311.
So what do you do to practice to get ready for something like this? I mean, obviously this is extraordinary.
A lot of PlayStation, I do it in my head a lot, actually, because these types of events are, obviously they're not very safe. So there isn't really any way you can practice to go 300 feet. You have to, be comfortable on your machinery and comfortable with your abilities.
We've done a lot of things to actually prepare for something like this. I'm actually Paul's backup guy. If something isn't right with the sled or if he's not feeling it, I'm the next guy in line.
And I hear you switched over to Polaris. Tell me about that.
Yep, I am now riding the Polaris IQs. Pat Bourgeois in the marketing department of Polaris got together with myself and Slednex and got behind what Monster wants us to do and gave us some sleds. I have to say the Polaris IQs work really, really well. I think I've been missing out for a few years.
No amount of wind, ice, or snow was going to stop premier freestyle rider Paul Thacker from attempting a new world record. So if there's one thing that makes you nervous, what is it?
The weather.
Here we are 3 months into winter, and we've had no winter, no snow, lots of cold weather. We made a lot of snow, but what happens on the one weekend we don't want it to snow? She's going to snow. 12 to 15 inches. Yeah. Great for our snowmobile industry, don't get me wrong, love it, but not so good for Paul Thacker going 300 feet. The biggest thing is wind. A little snow, a little sleet, we can make it happen, but that wind, she could throw Paul all over the place.
If there was no wind, with the setup that we have here, 300 feet is definitely doable.
Yeah, it can be done, but I'll tell you, it's, I've seen it on video. I saw his world record attempt in Slednex 9, and it was huge, but to be here and actually see it and see the gap, I can't wait. I'm really excited for him, and it's going to be a good show.
Nor would it stop hundreds of enthusiasts from coming out to watch history in the making.
I think it's great that the fans have, risked their lives on these roads to come out and see what, see me do what I love to do.
It only took a few practice jumps before Paul was able to move the ramp back far enough to fly right over his previous world record.
Well, we were going to try and be out here by about 7 and try and maybe beat the weather coming in, but we didn't. It's been blowing and windy and snowy and rainy and sleeting all day long. I mean, 40 plus mile-an-hour gusts. It's been snowing all day. Visibility's been bad. But we were able to pull off a pretty cool thing today.
A new world record was set at 245 feet.
We went 245 was the last one today.
It won't be long before Paul once again goes for the elusive 300-foot mark.
We definitely set a new mark today, but I don't think it's as big as we can go. I mean, the goal is to get snowmobiling into the mainstream of extreme sports.
With the right weather conditions, it might happen sooner than you expect. In the meantime, our congratulations go out to Paul and the whole Slednex crew for putting on another great record-breaking show.
Snowmobilers who demand the sport's best ride and handling ride Polaris. How good is the IQ IFS? Snowgoer says it's the best front suspension on snow. And crown the 600 HO the king of the performance class. And the Dragon, the hottest performance sled for 2007. Supertrax magazine raved the handling is the best in the biz. The IQ suspension features the Polaris exclusive variable caster design for superior ride and handling regardless of terrain. Experience winning performance. Polaris.